Okay, make sure I got this. What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming on to my channel, man. It is truly appreciated. Listen, tough loss to the boys. In MSG South Beach, 115 and 107, they lose to the Miami Heat. The captain, Jalen Brunson, 37 big points, 6 assists. Mikal Bridges, 20 points, 5 rebounds. Got my day ones running up here. Big Task. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Everybody out there on TikTok, man. Appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me. This Rover. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Rondo. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Everybody's coming through. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button for me. Nostalgic Nick. What's going on, man? Hope glad to see you, man. Long time no see. Hope all is going well with you, sir. Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Namit, what's going on? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Tough loss for them boys on this Sunday. 115 to 107 in MSG South. Jalen Brunson, 37 points, 6 assists. Mikal Bridges, 20 points, 5 rebounds. But the Knicks shoot 38% from the field, 27% from 3. And that's the ball game. That's it. That's the ball game. It looks like them boys was out partying last night in South Beach. That's what it looks like. That, to me, that's what it looks like. It doesn't look like anything else. It looks like the boys just didn't come ready to play. They could not throw the ball in the ocean. They just couldn't. Now, you know, of course, you want to talk about the fouls, and I thought the fouls were crazy. I mean, Norman Powell was getting every call, right? As if he's Michael Jordan, right? So, you know, things like that happen, but we couldn't make a bucket at all. Clarkson looked like he was out at Willie's last night partying on South Beach. Yabusele looks like he was out there, and Little Havana out there eating. He still looks like he's out of shape. He can't make a layup. Listen, man, you got to knock down shots. You got to knock down shots. The second unit came back down to earth. Boy, did we miss Deuce tonight. We missed Deuce big time. That punch offensively coming off the bench, we missed that. Shamit was terrible. I thought Tyler Collick came back down to earth. And I mean, that was pretty much it. Cat looked like he was out partying as well. He came on towards the end, but he didn't have anything going. Cat just didn't have a good night. Didn't have a good night. He had 15 tonight, but that was towards the end. At 18 boards, though, he was great on the glass, but he just didn't have it at all. And our bench shooting just didn't give us anything. And that's a big part of this team, right? You know, Mike Brown went 11 deep. Excuse me, I'm sorry, he went 10 deep. But you know, guys got to come ready to play, man. Guys got to come ready to play. It's really that simple. Like, you know, it's not, you know, you want to try to kind of say, okay, well, it's this, it's that. It's nothing really. You got to come ready to go. You got to come ready to play. That's it. And I think we didn't come ready to play. In the beginning, it was back and forth. I said, okay, you know, this is going to be a tough game tonight. It's going to be a tough game. Miami came to play. It is their home opener. So they came ready to go. They came ready to play. And it was a tight game. It was a tight game. But going into that fourth quarter, I believe, they went on a run with that second unit. With that second unit that had, what's the kid from UCLA? Jaime Walker. I always liked this game. I thought he was, you know, and Fontecchio, both of them boys. Juarez had 17. Fontecchio had 14. That's the game right there. That's the game because nobody else gave you anything. No one else gave you anything. Powell had 29, and Bam had 19. Right, so that cancels out Bridges and of course the captain. But having that production off the bench from those two guys is what wins the game. Rebounding was pretty even. We had 52. They had 50. So that was pretty, but they shot 35% from 3. We shot 27. We took 54 threes tonight. 54, people. 54. But, you know, we shot 38% from the field, man. That can't happen. They shot 45. We got to play better, man. We got to play better on the road. But, you know, you have games like this sometimes, man. But, yo, This looked totally like, you know, the whole team was out partying, man. That's how it looked for me. Eric Green, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Just a bad Sunday for New York teams, except for that other team, the Jets. Except for them, they won today. Both New York teams, my teams, both lost today. Giants just terrible, and these guys look like they were out partying last night with Fat Joe. Like it just didn't. It was out at Star Island, just getting busy, popping bottles with Rick Ross. Just did not look good at all. They look flat, man. They just look flat. Brunson kept us in the game. He had a big first half. I believe, what he had, 15 in the first half? Josh Hart still struggling with his shot. I love his effort, but he's still struggling with his shot. Mikal Bridges had it going tonight. I was hoping that they would feed him more and feature him more and give him more touches because it looked like he had it going. OG Anunoby was hot and cold. Everybody else was cold as ice tonight. Cold as ice. But, you know, no need to, you know, jump out the window. It's just, some games like this have games like that sometimes, man. Once again, appreciate everybody coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Tough loss from the boys in MSG South Beach, 115-107. The captain, 36 points, 6 assists. Mikal Bridges, 20 points, 5 rebounds. Knicks look hungover tonight. Big shouts to everybody out there in TikTok land. Appreciate everybody coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Please hit that heart emoji for me in TikTok and hit that like button for me on Facebook, please. Appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me. So the biggest part of this game that I thought was huge was we got no production from our bench. None. And that's why I stressed the whole part of missing Deuce, right? You know, we had, you know, Tyler Kohler came back down to earth. Shamet didn't give us anything. 16 minutes for him. He was 0 for 4, right? Josh Hart, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Josh Hart being Josh Hart, but only 6 points. Clarkson came on late. He was terrible. 8 points. And Yabusele was a joke tonight. And so you do the math. What is that? 10, 16, 5. What is that? 21? 21 points from the bench, right? Whereas they had 14, 17, 6, 6, and 1, right? So 6 and 14 was that 20, 37, 6, 41. What is that? 42. They have 42 points from the bench. 42. I mean, that's the ball game right there, man. That's the ball game. We still got 15 from Cat. Still got 14 from OG Anunoby. Those guys were decent. Acapulco looks like he's still unsure of himself. And only 2 rebounds from Acapulco. Like, if you're going to be the big man down there and you're not going to score, you got to hit the glass. You got to hit the glass, man. You got to hit the glass. If he ain't going to be active out there, then, you know, throw Jameson out there. But you got to get busy on the glass. That's the key. That's where we miss Mitch. Because the key is when you're a big man like that, you got to get rebounds, man. You got to get busy on the glass. If you can't get busy on the glass, what are we doing? And so that's the frustrating part about that, because you want to start, you want to get your opportunities. Yeah, cool. But you got to hit the glass, man. You can't be sitting there and you don't give anything. You give 0 points, 2 rebounds, and you're almost 7 feet. Like, what are you doing down there, man? You got to get busy in that Baja. That's why you here. That's it. So, you know, frustrating night, man. Frustrating night. But it's not a game that I don't feel like we should have lost. Be honest with you, it's just missing shots. That's really it. It's nothing anything else but that, missing shots. They had 22. They had 22 assists to our 26. We actually had more assists than them. We had 25. They had 16. They had 22. But you got to knock down shots, man. You got to knock down shots in this league. That's what it is. And it seemed like with them, they knocked down shots. They were ready to go. We weren't. That's why I stressed in the beginning we missed Deuce tonight. We missed Deuce tonight a lot. Big time. Big time. But I will tell you this, though. Guys like Yabusele, guys like Acapulco, they better start stepping it up, because they'll lose minutes fast. especially if he gives a guy like Diawara some minutes and they start playing better, or a guy like Jamison some minutes, they start playing better. Those dudes won't see the court. Those dudes won't see the court. They won't. But they got to start playing better, man. Yabusele's got to move his feet, man. It's like he's caught in quicksand. Like he's like, I'm like, yo, man, you got to move your feet. And it's like he can't jump either, right? So he does. So I threw it out there. I said, would you rather have Precious or Yabusele? Like, I'm being honest here. These Precious grabs boards and he blocks shots and he plays defense. If Yabusele's not going to knock down threes, you heard Clyde. You heard Clyde last night. I mean, tonight, Clyde said, listen, man, he's aiming the ball. I mean, that's just something to identify with. I mean, we want to give Akaporte some minutes, man. But if he's not, then put Jamison in, because you got to get active on that glass. And so, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think that Deuce wasn't there. That's cool. Mitch wasn't there. That's cool. That's rebounds and that's points, right? So I understand that. What I'm speaking of is the role players. Like those guys have, Brunson's going to be Brunson. Cat's going to be Cat. But you gotta identify when you have a certain role on this team. Hence, the backup guys like a Yabusele, like a Shaman, like a Kolik. Those guys, you got to come in ready to go, right? You got to come in ready to go, and you got to really give a spark. You got to know what it is, right? And so, them not doing that kind of hurt the team, because you see, like, we kind of didn't have it right in the beginning. We kind of was like, Brunson was keeping us in it, but we needed that spark from the bench. And we just couldn't get it. Shamit, and it just wasn't enough, And then I listen. I said it. Clarkson's like a microwave, right? I said it. He's real. I mean, when I mean he's like this and like this, like it's a big gap. If he's not rocking, he's struggling. And so that's that's the thing with him. But tonight we really needed our second unit to really step up, because certain guys just didn't have it. I just think Cat just didn't have a good night. Cat just didn't have a good night at all. We're going to chat really quick here. Appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me tonight. This Rover says Tyler banged in 5 quick points, but couldn't get much more, unfortunately. You know what? This Rover, he's got to step it up, man. He's got to step it up. He's been playing good 2 games, and that's fine. That's well. But he's got to remain consistent, right? He's got to remain aggressive, right? He's got to understand that. If you heard in the telecast, they talked about how he stated that Campaign helped him out a lot. Campaign was a big component to how he was able to kind of change his mindset coming off the bench, right? Campaign told him, like, listen, when you come in the game, you got to come in ready to change the game. You got to, you got to speed up the pace. You got to kind of get the momentum going. And I think that's not really Tyler's game, but he's got to remember that. There's a couple of times where he's going to the rack. He's got to look to finish that. That little 15-footer jumper. He hit one that was nice, because they're waiting for him to pass. They're waiting for him to pass every time. If the pass ain't there, look to score. Like, you got to do that, but be aggressive out there. And so to me, that's where, he still has to get better with that. Eddie Kofi, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me, man. It's truly appreciated, man. Listen, tough loss from the boys, 115 to 107. The captain, 37.6 assists, losing to the Heat and MSG South Beach, man. Tough loss from the boys. The boys go to 2-1 on the season. Appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me. KC, what's going on? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, KC. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew. Tough laws for them boys tonight in MSG South. Big shouts to everybody out there on TikTok. Appreciate that. Please hit the heart emoji for me there. Appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me there as well. Tough laws for them boys, 115 to 107. This room says, that's the Tibbs trauma, LV. Yeah, man, listen, look. Tibbs isn't here anymore. Okay, so Cole's got to get over that. All right, he's got to step it up. But it's one game, man. It's one game. It's one game. You don't want to throw the kid out, but he's got to come in. Listen, that's his job now, right? It's kind of what campaign told him. His job is to come in and change the energy of the team, especially if they were out hanging out last night, which it looked like to me. You guys let me know if I'm wrong. They looked like they had no legs. All their shots were long or flat. Towns especially. He looked like he was out. I don't want to say it, but he looked like he was out having a good time last night. And so that's got to get better, man. That's got to get better. Big Taz says, I think Bridges needs more shots. I think so too, Big Taz. I thought he had it going today. I think, you know what's ill about it? I think that I think they definitely have to give him like more touches, man. I'm not even going to sit here and try to act like that's not, that shouldn't happen, because I thought that he played. I thought he played pretty good today. I thought he did. So I think that when he has it going like that, you have to identify that, and you have to say, okay, cool. Let's get him rocking and rolling. Let's get his shots up. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's something they got to do, especially if he's cooking the way he was. With that being said, guys, let's go to the highlights here, man. I hope he's going to bring up the highlights for you guys, man. So if he has it going like that, you gotta say to yourself, all right, cool. Let's get him touches. Let's get him to a situation where he can really play ball. He can really get busy, right? Let's do that. But I don't know in this offense if that's what it is. But in that second unit, they should have probably considered doing that with him. I think that's what happened. You know what I mean? So, but I do agree with you. 7-11 saying a lot. What do you mean? That's what he shot from the field? Yo, Big Taz, listen, Big Taz. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. 11 shots. Yeah, he should have got. He had it going, but I think he had nice numbers too. Big Taz, 3 for 5 from 3, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. It's a valid point. Valid point about the Bridges piece. But honestly, my honest opinion, I told you about the bench. But what kind of hurt us today, man, was Cat, man. You listen, you need him to be Cat. Like, he's gonna have some off nights, cool, but he easily had a mismatch tonight. He could have got busy. But everything just didn't seem like his night at all. At all. And yes, I know Bam is a good defender, like I understand that, but it just seemed like it just wasn't his night. Nothing was falling for him. And he you know what I'm saying? He kind of got off his rhythm a bit, but you got to make sure he's a big part to what we do, man. He's everything. You know what I'm saying? And when he's rolling, we're rolling. You know what I mean? Brunson could be him, but Cat is the mismatch nightmare. That's why, him being here is great. But when he's having an off night like what he had today, that's tough, man. Eddie Kofi says, Cat must stop the three-pointers when they're not falling. I don't know, Eddie Kofi. He's too good of a player, man. You don't stop shooting if he's an all-NBA guy. You can't tell those guys to stop shooting. Like, he's not, you know what I mean? It's not like it's Clarkson or Josh Hart or Shaman or whomever. This is an all-NBA guy. So it's very hard to tell a guy like that, stop shooting threes. Like, it is, Hey, Kobe says, still our switching is not good. Too many open threes for them. Yeah, I think they're over pursuing too much. I saw this last game too. They're chasing a lot. Like, if a screen comes, I get it. You want to fight over the screen, but you can't do it at the expense of, it looks like you're doubling and you're leaving somebody open. You're going to have to pass that off to Cat if you realize you really can't get over the screen or whatever, or when you're coming off. Because to your point, they're playing too much in the passing lanes. You gotta watch ball and man better. That's something that they have to work on, and that's something Josh Hart has struggled with since last year. Like he did that tonight. He did that tonight actually. Big Tass says, I truly understand that Cat is a great three-point shooter for a big man, but he's not Larry Bird. Listen, Big Task, valid point. Here's the thing, though, with the whole thing with Cat shooting threes. That's a big part of his arsenal. That's a major part of what he does. So I don't want him to change up and stop doing the things that he does to make him great, right? You know what I mean? Like, he's too good of a player, right? You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to change him from him being him and what makes him dominant. Like, I just don't. So I want him to continue to be him, continue to do the things that he does to make him great. And that's it. Like, I don't want him, you know what I'm saying? I don't want him just kind of overthinking it. Nah, do you play your game? Play your game. And if you see here by the highlights, guys, look, 7 minutes left. 7 minutes left in the third. Look at the score. We're right there. We're right there. But then they outscored us in the fourth, 12-6. That second unit with Funachecchio and Juarez, and it was who's the other kid too? The other kid, you got the offensive foul on Brunson. Who was the other kid, man? He was getting busy too. You got the N1, Jovic, yeah, him. You know what I'm saying? So it was just little things, man, and it was just like an avalanche that came, a quick avalanche. They got the little lead by 10, and then when we started making a push, we just didn't have enough time left. You just didn't have enough time left. But if you see that right there in the third, right, you guys take a look right there in the highlights. You see the third right there. Look, the score's right there. But here comes the three. Bang. That's what blew the doors off. And that carried over into the fourth. 86-81. Then right here, 88-81. That's what gave him the cushion. And that was pretty much it, man. That was pretty much it. And then we just couldn't make a shot. They're hitting shots. We're not. That's really it. It's really that simple. You know, this game is not hard to figure out. I think Mike Brown's doing a great job too, guys. I don't think he's doing a bad job. I think he's doing a really good job with this team. I think he's really trying to figure out the lineups, trying to figure out who's who. I think it's going to be really, really hard with the whole Yabusele piece. I think that's going to be difficult, man. And the reason why I say that is because if he's not knocking down the three, right, what is he giving you? Because defensively, he's terrible. Defensively, he's terrible. And so that's what hurts with that. You know what I'm saying? That's what hurts. Because he can't move his feet. So it's kind of like, all right, he's not really rebounding. So, you know, and once again, it's too early to say this. But do you make a change and maybe play a Diawara? Do you do something like that? I mean, Mike Brown is open to a lot of different changes and stuff like that. Do you do that? Do you make that change? And give that kid a look based on matchups? I mean, it's something to consider. It really is. I mean, because I'm just watching the game and I'm looking at. I mean, look at Yabusele there. He can't move his feet, man. He can't even jump. Look, I don't even know if he could dunk. He can't move his feet. He's slow getting back. You see him slow getting back in transition. You see him, right? He's, you know, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Once again, let me reset the room, man. Tough loss for them boys in MSG South Beach, 115-107. The captain, Jalen Brunson, 37 points, 6 assists. Mikal Bridges, 20 points, 5 rebounds. Tough loss, man. Tough loss, some boys. Tough loss. But listen, no one panic. No one panic. No one panic. It's a tough loss. It happens. Though Brunson looked great. The captain looks like he's in midseason form, right? Doesn't he? So the beauty with him is that, you know, you have that guy. So you know we're going to be in a lot of games. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of him. So But, you know, you got to have your other all-star step up, man, and play. You got to have your other all-star step it up and play, man, and play really, really well. Because that's what's going to take with this team. Especially if, you know, you're getting, you know, you're looking to get anywhere between, you know, 17 to 20-something points from OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges both. Mikal gave you 20. OG gave you, what, 14? If you're a little bit more efficient, I think that would have helped tonight, right? But the reality is that they were knocking down shots we wanted. Big shots to it, big moments. Thought we made a little big push here. But then, you know, a couple of times the refs were calling like crazy fouls, man. Crazy fouls on Josh. You see Josh is upset right there. You know what I mean? So it was it was one of those things, right? So Big Taz says Yabusele has surprised me. Big Taz, please elaborate on that. Please elaborate on how he surprised you. I gotta hear this. Okay, Eric Green says Clarkson needs to adjust his intensity to now playing for a contender in so many meaningless games for the Jazz. Eric Green, that's a great point, man. That's a great point. You know, it takes a lot to play in this city, man. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to play for the city. And so, with that being said, I don't know if it takes an adjustment. It's an adjustment period for a lot of people to play in this city. And so, Clarkson coming from Utah, this is different. This is a different place. Now, Clarkson, remember, in the beginning of his career, he played with the Lakers, right? So, but still, LA and New York's different. They're different places, man. Different places. You know, so you need a different type of guy to be able to deal with the media here and the pressure that comes here with this jersey, right? So, but it's only game 3. It's only game 3. I think Clarkson will be fine, but I just think he's got to find his niche. Right, because today he was missing layups, he was missing bunnies, he was missing regular shots. But But listen, guys, that's why I'm saying that a lot of this looks like these guys are partying, man. They didn't have nothing. They didn't have any legs. They couldn't throw the ball in the river, man. They couldn't throw the ball in the river. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So that usually speaks to. That usually speaks to me that they might have been out partying. And combined all together, Yabusele and Clarkson, since we're talking about Clarkson, 3 for 17 for both from the field, 0 for 8 from 3. Minus 12 for Clarkson, minus 12 for the year, minus 15 for Yabusele tonight. Not good, man. Not good at all. And those are your bench guys. Those are your 2 big additions that you made this offseason. Right? So that's that's something that we kind of have to look at, to be honest with you. So listen, guys, let me bring up the coach here, man. Let me bring up the coach and see what he has to say. Oh, man, I apologize. Let me fix this for you guys. All right, let's bring up the coach. Wait, let me fix this real quick. Sorry. Okay. Bring this up. Okay, guys, give me 1 second here. Let me try to bring this up here so we can hear from Coach Mike Brown. I think Mike Brown's doing a great job, man. I think he is. I think he's doing an awesome job. So let me pull this up here, make sure he pretty much all right here. Give me 1 second, guys. Appreciate everybody being patient with me, man. On this Sunday. Tough loss to both New York teams, except for that one other team, like I said earlier. But all right here. Okay, let's do this and get this right and make sure I got this all lined up perfectly. No, it's not. All right, there we go. All right, we're rocking and rolling here, people. All right. Once again, big shouts to everybody out there on TikTok, man. Appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. Tough loss for them boys in the MSG South Beach, 115 to 107. Let's listen to the coach.
We're really big on the possession game, and this is the first time we lost it. I think maybe all year. We lost the possession game to the Heat. Obviously, they're a good team. We're playing on their home floor, and so to lose a possession game can cost you, and it cost us tonight. We want to generate around 20 sprays a game, and we had 14. So we didn't do a great job of touching the paint and getting off the ball. We took some tough shots that resulted in misses. But we like to spray the ball for shots or snap drives to keep the dominoes falling. But at the end of the day, like I said, it was about the possession game and free throw attempts. They had 45 transition points against us. And, it's uncharacteristic of us, but they even shot a free throw, made it, scored a layup at the other end. We can't allow that to happen. Mm-hmm. We know we're better than that, and we will correct that. On top of the 45 transition points, we gave up 31 free throws. And we talked about both those things at halftime. And then in the third quarter, we came out and we gave up 15 points in 15 free throws just in the third quarter alone. Oh. If you add it up 4 times, it's 4 times 15. 60. Oof. You're on track to giving up 60 free throws. We gave up 15 free throws in the third quarter. And we just got to lead with our chests. We're leading with our arms. We're leading with our hands. And we're giving the officials an opportunity to make the call. So we have to be better. We can't give up 15 free throws in the third, especially after talking about it. And then 9 transition points in the third, especially after talking about it. But that's where the game was won or lost. And could we have played better offensively? Yes. But it's going to be hard to win versus a good team on their home floor if you give up that many fast break points or transition baskets and you send them to the free throw line 31 times.
Boom. Listen, this guy's hitting home runs out the park, man. He's hitting home runs out the park. That's an amazing breakdown by him. An amazing breakdown for him. 45 transition points, 31 free throws. I mean, he's 1,000% correct. He gave up 15 free throws in the third quarter. Right? So you're not going to win like that. So what that tells me, like he said, they're using their arms, not their chest. They're not defending. That tells me guys are tired. Why are they tired? Well, what did LV say? They were out last night. They were out at Wet Willie's. They was out doing all types of nonsense last night. You know they were partying in South Beach. Come on now. You know what they were doing. They was probably renting yachts, on a jet ski, probably chilling on Star Island, thinking that they'll still be good. And then they come out with an effort like this. What he's basically talking about is lack of intensity on defense, not being aware and paying attention to certain things that can help you win games, being lazy on that end of the court, and then that end of the court impacts your shooting. So defensively, they were terrible, and they couldn't shoot the ball. That tells me that's a tired team. Why are they tired? This is easy, guys. Anybody that played, you know what I'm talking about. When was the last time they played? Thursday? So when do you think they got down to South Beach? Let's say Friday, Saturday morning. Let's say Friday night they got down there. Or did they leave right after the game on Thursday? So that means they were down there for 2 straight days in South Beach. Come on, guys. Come on, this is easy. This ain't hard to figure out. So the things he's talking about are effort things. This is effort stuff. This is not even a matter of, they don't got the skill set to do anything. No. This is effort. This is easy. He just broke it down. So they can't look, because here's the thing. They can't defend and they can't knock down shots. So why is that? That means they ain't got no energy for nothing. The only one who's ready to go is Brunson and Bridges. Everybody else is out to lunch, including Cat. Eric Green, I appreciate you coming through in the clutch like that. Look at that, my man. They played the Celtics Friday night. Boom. So that means after Friday's game, Eric Green, they flew down to South Beach probably. Friday night, they probably flew down. Or they took the first flight in the morning on Saturday. It's only a couple of hours. Anybody's ever been to Miami, so anybody's ever been to South Beach, it's only a couple hour flight. It ain't long. It ain't like going out west. Going out west like 5-6 hours. What is going to South Beach? Maybe 2 hours. It ain't long. Not long at all. So if they leave early Saturday, they got all day. They probably do some walkthroughs. This is easy, man. Come on now. Look at this girl over here. Josh got a crib in Miami too. Yeah, he does have a crib in Miami, right? Yeah, Josh loves Miami. He's talked about it numerous times. This Grover, see? They're 100% this Grover. That's what I'm saying. The coach is telling you what they did wrong. Gotta see my cup. Let me take a sip of my cup. It's good tea, man. Good tea, good tea. Listen, I need that tea right now. Perk me up. Terrible Sunday. Terrible Sunday from both my teams. Lost Scatterboo for the year. Knicks look like they're out there still out partying in the club. Like it's tough Sunday for me. Let me reset the room, man. I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me here on YouTube and on TikTok, man. I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with your boy LV Live. Tough loss for them boys in MSG South Beach to the Miami Heat. 115-107. The captain, 37.6 assists. Mikal Bridges, 20 points, 5 rebounds. Knicks was sleepwalking the whole night, man. The whole night. Big Tess says, sometimes you got to let people know why you are bigger than everybody. Okay. This Rover says, we need Team France Yabu, not Celtics Yabu. Yo, listen, this Rover, man. Here's the thing with him, right? Because he hasn't played well. Even in preseason, he didn't look good, right? So there's two sides to this coin, right, with him. Clarkson, I'm not worried about. I'm not, because he's been in this league a long time. We know what he is. Clarkson's going to have really, really good games for us because that's what he is. He's a spark off the bench, but you're going to have highs and lows with him. But you're going to have really good games from him where he helps us win a couple of games. That's who Clarkson is, and he's established himself as being that. So he can have a game like this and it'd be okay. A guy like him that's still fighting to stay in this league, he can't afford to have a bad season here because he'll be out the league. Like he won't be back in the league. And so Yabusele's got to play better. Now, I don't know. It benefits people when they play during the off season, but then it could hurt them too. Does he have tired legs from playing in the EuroLeague this summer? Because he looks out of shape. Even though he played, he still looks out of shape. So I'm being honest. I don't know if, I don't know the deal with him, but he doesn't look good. He doesn't look good at all. And I would have thought that it would have been a smooth transition for him. And I thought he was a little bit more athletic than this. He I don't know, man. I do not know. But he doesn't look like the same player, and he looks like he's unsure. Look, man, he looks like he doesn't belong on the court. I'll be honest with you. He looks like he doesn't belong out there, and I'm ready to call Precious. Precious is probably in the Bronx or Brooklyn chilling right now. Probably chilling with, Josh, Taj Gibson out there. All them cats from New York City, they probably hanging out. And get Precious on the jack. Like, yo, Precious, you still want to come through? Precious knocked down some threes, too. This girl says Yabu went off in the EuroLeague this summer. No clue what happened. This is a better league, man. This is a better league. The EuroLeague is good, man, but it ain't nothing like the league, man. You'll get exposed here quick. You'll get exposed here quick, and you won't be able to find your way back in this league ever, man. League is too nice, man. Too nice. You're playing against nice dudes every single night. You don't get a day off. You don't get a day off. You're playing them Euro leagues, you know, you're playing against a guy that was like 4th or 5th string on like a Conference USA basketball team here in college. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was 4th, 5th string on Colorado State. Like them dudes is over there playing. You know what I'm saying? And they're good players, but it ain't nothing like you're playing against an All-American, first-team All-American guy. That was a 5-star coming out of high school. You know, all them dudes, all them guys, everybody in the league was 5 stars. Like these guys are all nice like that. See Pat Bev, right? People were talking about Pat Bev, thinking about Pat Bev was a bum. Pat Bev was putting up numbers in high school and college. Pat Bev was no bum, but he had to go overseas. He couldn't make it in the league. It is no joke. Big Tone, Open Sports Talk, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, Big Tone, please subscribe to the channel, man. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew tonight. Let's reset the room. Tough loss on them boys, 115 and 107. In MSG South Beach, the captain, 37.6 assists. Tough loss on them boys. Big shouts to everybody out there on TikTok rocking with me tonight. It's truly appreciated. Tough loss, man. Tough loss. But I thought the coach nailed it, though, man. I thought he nailed it. Nailed it with his breakdown and everything that happened. I thought he nailed it. And the reality is this, man. You guys got to come ready to play, man. And I don't think they were ready to play. And I think it's because they were doing other things. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. You know what I mean? So, check this out.
Excuse me. We had a couple of breakdowns defense.
Okay. So here we go. Everyone's saying watch out. Cold or flu season. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Mike Brown up here coughing and stuff like that. Here we go. Someone might be out. Let's say what the coach has to say.
We had a couple of breakdowns excuse me. We had a couple of breakdowns defensively. You know, but the breakdowns that we had a lot of times when there was nobody in the paint.
Yo, who zoomed in? Big shouts to everybody on TikTok, but I'm here on Facebook going live. And I have a video here of Mike Brown coughing. And he's pulling out the halls. So what that means is there's a little bug floating around on the team. So be prepared for somebody to be out sick in like another week or so. Just be prepared. He's got the halls out. Look.
It was, you know, just a breakdown of coverages. Us not quite getting there with the new guys. But we got to take those shots. If you're open, you got to shoot it, because I don't know if we're going to get a better shot. I truly believe we'll knock those down. We had.
Oh man, see, so someone put a video up of Mike Brown coughing. Oh man, that doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. So be prepared, people. Be prepared for someone to be coughing. Be prepared. BQ from BK, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew. BQ from BK, man. Tough loss from boys in MSG South Beach, 115 and 107. Mikal Bridges, 20 points, 5 rebounds. BQ says OG was out there stumbling and bumbling. Yeah, man, OG was kind of, OG was doing his OG stuff. Yeah, man, listen, look, guys, look. I've played this game long enough. I've watched it enough. I can tell when certain guys just don't have it because they were out doing other things. It's very obvious, man. It's very obvious. They're going to deny it, but trust me, man, them dudes is out partying, man. Them guys is out there hanging out, doing what you do in South Beach. And that's why those things, those breakdowns were there, like Mike Brown said. That's why those breakdowns were there. So I mean, it's it's not it's not rocket science. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty simple as to really what was going on during that time, why certain things looked the way that it did. Right? So, but it happens though. But listen, I don't want anybody panicking. Nobody panic. Nobody think that this is the end. No one starts saying, okay, it's over. Like, please, no one stop doing that. Don't start with that stuff. Let's be positive. It's only 3 games. Okay? It's only 3 games. That is it. Do not panic. Do not worry about it. I think we're fine. I think we're okay. And I still think we are the team to beat in the East. All right. So we don't need anybody panicking and anybody worried about anything. We got to think about Josh Hart, man. I thought Josh Hart played all right today. He's got to, he's still got to get right with that finger, but I love Josh Hart's energy tonight. I thought he was good. I like that he was getting after it today. Still got to work on that shot, though. You could tell it's bothering him, but I thought Josh Hart was active today. Played 29 minutes tonight, Josh did. But as time comes around, he'll get better. He'll get better with his finger, and also too with his conditioning, right? But he was getting us extra possessions, but I think there were good shots, but guys just got to knock him down. Guys got to knock him down. This girl says people are already panicking. Yeah, you can't panic, man. You cannot panic. Do not panic. We are okay. You know what I'm saying? Do not panic. We are okay. This girl says he got 7 rebounds, but his offense and defense were extra bad compared to Friday. You know what? This girl, offensively, he's going to struggle this year, like because of the finger, and so that's not my thing with him. Because that's not where he really impacts things. Transition and making layups, I'm not worried about that. Getting steals, rebounds, assists, the triple-double. Because he had great numbers today, this girl. He was 5 points, 5.6 rebounds, 6 assists, I believe. Let me make sure I got that right. For Josh. 29 minutes. 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. That's what he had today, this Rover. The problem I have with him, this Rover, is he's made these mistakes like in the past. Like, and this is where the frustration. I hope Mike Brown can fix it because it seems like he just can't get out of his own way. Like playing these passing lanes, like he over pursues to where he loses man too many times. It was that big play we cut it to 5. They're dribbling the ball. He's over pursuing in the lane, leaves his man wide open. The guy knocks it down, a 3, boom, 8-point lead. That's the ball game. You can't go help so much, man. Listen, you got to guard up, man. You got to guard up. You can't be going to help every single time. It's like you're trying to bail out everybody. You can't do that all the time. And so I think he's been making that mistake ever since last season too, man. Like he's got to get better with that. Like he's got to get better. Like it's just it can be frustrating at times with that one. So I think there's some things that he's got to get better with and he's got to work on. Like he just has to, like especially playing those passing lanes. But I thought he was all right though. This Rover thinks he was terrible tonight. Everybody, this Rover said he was hot garbage. But Josh was all right, man. Josh, he's coming back from the back. The bad finger. He'll be okay. Okay, here. Let me bring up the stats here for you guys, man. Give me 1 second here. Bring up the stats. Tough day for New York sports, man. Tough day for New York sports. Tough day for New York sports. We lose Scatterbull. The Knicks lose because they were out partying. Crazy. Oh, Travis Berg, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live, man. $2 super chat. Truly appreciate you, Travis Berg, man. If anybody hasn't done so, please go subscribe to my man Travis's channel. He also has a Knicks channel, so please go through and support him as well. Travis, I appreciate you for the $2 super chat. Clarkson had a rough night. Yeah, man. This is the thing with him. This is the thing with Clarkson, man. He's gonna have nights like this. So let's be prepared. Everybody buckle up. This is what it's gonna be with him. So everybody understand that and everybody realize that. Don't get bent out of shape. But there's the other side of the coin. He's gonna have great nights to where he looks like the second coming of DiVincenzo or look like IQ. Like he's gonna look like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is with him, man. I don't know. That's what it is with him. It's like you got to kind of take what you can get with the Clarkson piece. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. You know what he is. That's the thing with Clarkson. The beauty with him is that you know what he is. So that's why I stressed earlier, guys, that's why we missed Deuce. Because remember, Friday night, second half, he didn't play that much. He didn't play that much against the Celtics. He didn't play that much at all because we got Deuce out there, right? So this is where we missed Deuce, because then you're forced to play Clarkson when you see he ain't got it. When you see he ain't got it, you're forced to play him. Right? So, you know, that's just what it is with him and Clarkson, man. You just gotta accept it. That's just what it is. Appreciate that, Travis Bergman, for the $2 super chat. Once again, I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me tonight, man, on this Sunday. Tough loss to them boys in the MSG South Beach, 115-107. The captain, Jalen Brunson, 37.6 assists. Mikal Bridges, 20 points, 5 rebounds. The Knicks gave up 45 transition points and shot 38% from the field, 27% from three, taking 50. I'm going to say it again, 54 three-pointers and shooting only 27%. Bad, man. Bad. This Rover says, Mikal is so good. Now, for real. Listen, this is perfect for him, this offense, this Rover. It's perfect for him. It's perfect for him. But what I want to see is I want to see him be a little bit more aggressive, this Rover. Like when he realizes his shot is falling and the offense isn't kind of flowing for everybody else, especially on the second unit, we're going to need him to step it up. That's the one change I wish Mike Brown would have made tonight. Instead of playing OG Anunoby with that second unit, put Mikal Bridges out there. Because he had it going tonight. Like, you know, he shot, what did he shoot? 7 for 11 for the field. So he had it going tonight. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the one thing. But I can't really get mad at Mike Brown tonight, man. I thought he coached a good game. It's just guys didn't come ready to go, man. Guys didn't come ready to go. So that's really what it comes down to, honestly. All right, here, guys. I'm going to pull up the stats here for you guys to see. Okay, so here's the stats right here, as you guys can see. Travis Bird said Towns missed a lot of threes tonight, too, and it didn't help. Yeah, man, Towns is off tonight, man. Towns is off. You see the numbers right there, guys. I'm pulling it up right there. You can see it, right? Towns was 6 for 14 from the field. So that's a little bit below 50%. But he was 2 for 8 from 3. But the Big Cat had 18 boards, though. 18 boards. 15 and 18. So anybody else would be happy with those numbers, right? You're like, yo, look at those numbers, right? But where Cat is a monster is from the three-point line. 2 for 8 from 3. Brunson shot right below 40%. 5 for 11. OG 4 for 12. Bridges 3 for 5. But look at the bench, guys. Look at the bench. Kolick was the only one from the bench to hit a 3. Look at this right here. Yabusele 0 for 4. Clarkson 0 for 4. Josh Hart 0 for 2. Shamet 0 for 4. Kolick 1 for 4. If one of those guys, if all those guys at least hit one three-pointer, so what do we lose by? What is that? 6? No, I'm doing my math. It's crazy, man. I'm apologizing. We lost by 8, right? So what's this? 3, 6, 9, 12. So if we would have got 12 more points from those guys from three-pointers, because Kolick already hit 1, we win the ball game. Those guys can throw the ball on the river. We got no production from those guys. None. Because as bad as Cat shot for 3, look at his numbers, man. 15 points, 18 boards. So you want your 7-footer getting rebounds like that. He was cleaning up the glass, so you got to be happy with that. We out-rebounded them 52 to 50. But like Mike Brown stated, that wasn't the issue. The issue was the fouls. We gave up 15 15 free throws in the third quarter, right? And we gave up 45 transition points. So there you go. That's the game, man. That's the game. We wasn't getting after it on the other end. I mean, you see the percentage right here. I mean, look at that. 38%, 27%. That's basically the ball game, man. Yeah, this row, we only lost by 8. So this row, that's what I'm saying. If we would at least, a couple of those guys would have knocked down some threes, now we got a ball game, right? Because Brunson, they couldn't do nothing with Brunson. Brunson was doing what he wanted. But those guys can't throw the ball on the river, man. Yes, Travis Berg. Yes, they got 45 points from the bench players. Here you go right here. I'm going to pull it down right now. You guys take a look, right? I said this earlier. Fontecchio and Juarez, they have 14-17. 6 from Jovic, 6 from Smith, 1 from Parsons. But look, that's the game right there. 14-6, right? What's that, 20? 37? 37? And 7? What's that, 44? Am I doing my math right? Is that 44? Right? 37 and 7 is 44. That's 44 points from the bench, man, they got. I mean, that's the ball game right there, man. But that was his point. And if you notice, the beginning of that fourth, it was their second unit that was cooking the Knicks. Cooking them. Look, Fontecchio, look at 3 for 5 from 3. Look at that. Come on, man. And a couple of guys, look how many three-pointers they knocked down. Different guys are knocking down threes, man. Even Smith was 2 for 5. It's really simple, man. I mean, it's just, we just got outplayed tonight. We got outplayed, and the team that wanted it more. Travis Berg says, it looked like Hart, Clarkson, and Cat all had numerous frustrating moments tonight, both with themselves and the refs, not giving them calls that they wanted. Yeah, but you know what, Travis, to Mike Brown's point, it seemed like a lot of fatigue was going on too with those guys. Those guys seemed pretty tired. They just didn't have it going at all. And that led to frustrating fouls, missed shots, bad decision-making, right? So once again, it's on both ends. It's on both ends. That's why I'm stressing that the guys seem tired, because they weren't making smart defensive decisions. They were missing a lot of shots. So they weren't good anywhere. They didn't give great effort defensively. They were fouling a lot. That means you're not moving your feet. And to coach's point, you're using your hands and your arms. And then your shot is flat. You can't make a bucket because you don't have no legs. Why don't you have any legs? I mean, so it's not hard to figure out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's pretty easy. And so, that's the ball game, man. That's the ball game. And guys, check it out. They shot 35%, but they shot 45% from the field, man. They shot 45% from the field. I think they had 30 free throw attempts. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's look at the team stats here, right? So, yeah, free throws. Look, they shot 10 more free throws than us. Look at the numbers right here. Free throws. They were 26 for 31. We were 16 for 21. They shot 10 more free throws, man. That's the ball game right there, man. That's that right there. We lost by 8. There you go, right there. And that was his point. So out of that 31, they had 15 of them things in the third quarter. That's effort, man. That's effort and laziness. And we can't shoot, so we can't get it done on either way. So, it's tough, man. It's tough, but you know what? You're going to have games like this. But, it's a quick turnaround, man, because Tuesday we got the Bucks. We got the Bucks. We got to see exactly what they can bring to the table because, they ain't got nobody, but still, they still got Giannis. Are we worried about Miles Turner? No, we're not. We're not worried about Miles Turner. Does Mitch come back? You think Mitch comes back Tuesday? Hopefully, because we're going to need him. We're going to need him because Giannis is a load. You know what he wants to do. All he wants to do is go downhill, do a Euro and dunk. That's it. They don't have another scorer. Before they had Dame Dollar, you had to worry about him. They don't have another guy, really. So I'm not really too worried about the Bucks. I'm not. But you got to come ready to go. But you know what? It's not nice weather. It stinks up there in Milwaukee. It's in Wisconsin. Who wants to go up there and travel? So, yeah. Look at this Grover says, we didn't need Mitch last season when we smoked the Bucks 3-0. Yeah, that's a good point. The Scroll War was coming in with the bombs. You're absolutely right, man. Dropped another one. You're absolutely right. But listen, tough loss on the boys tonight, man. Tough loss on the boys. Listen, it's a bad Sunday. I get it. But listen, Monday is a new week. Starts new things, right? And the boys will be back Tuesday against the Bucks. I will be there, not literally, but watching the game. So I will have a show afterwards. So please come through and check that out, right? Appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. Tough loss on the boys, MSG South Beach 115 and 107. Once again, I will be back Tuesday to talk about the Milwaukee Bucks game. So please come through and check that out. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people, right? Also, too, if it's your first time coming through rocking with me, please subscribe to the channel. And also, too, please leave comments because I do respond to comments. Everybody out there on TikTok, appreciate everybody rocking with me. Please leave the heart emoji. But I appreciate everybody rocking with me, man. Listen, enjoy your Sunday night. Everyone have a great work week, man. Let's get it back on Tuesday. I will be back, so please come through and check it out. All right, people? Listen, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out of here, people. Peace.